Reports of a major clash between King Charles and Queen Camilla have sparked intense speculation. According to royal watchers and palace rumors, tensions reached a boiling point after claims surfaced that Camilla became involved in a matter she had allegedly been advised to avoid. This time, insiders claim Charles did not brush the situation aside. Instead, reports suggest he shifted significant responsibilities toward Prince William and Princess Catherine, creating fresh talk about the balance of power inside the royal household. Sources close to the story claim Camilla feels increasingly sidelined, with some commentators suggesting she has lost influence in key royal decisions. Whether those claims are accurate remains a matter of debate, but the alleged fallout has fueled endless discussion behind palace walls. Some insiders even claim that private disagreements are becoming more serious, raising concerns about what could happen next. The controversy is said to have intensified following the legal troubles of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, the king's brother, according to widely reported allegations. Events surrounding Andrew's arrest became a turning point that sent shockwaves through royal circles and disrupted plans that had been carefully laid out for the future of the monarchy. On February 19, 2026, what began as an ordinary winter morning in Norfolk, England, quickly turned into headline news. Police arrived at a country property, and Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on his 66th birthday. News outlets across the country rapidly picked up the story. The reported charge was misconduct in public office. Investigators alleged that while serving as a British trade envoy between 2010 and 2011, Andrew shared sensitive government information with Jeffrey Epstein. These allegations drew enormous public attention because of Epstein's notorious reputation and his connections to influential figures around the world. It is important to note that such allegations require legal scrutiny and should not be treated as established fact without court findings. For many observers, this was more than a royal controversy. It raised questions about trust, accountability, and the monarchy's future. To understand why the case generated such intense attention, many point to Jeffrey Epstein's long history of controversy. Epstein was widely accused of using his wealth, connections, and influence to gain access to powerful circles. Politicians, business leaders, and celebrities were often linked to his social network, and many feared what revelations could emerge from those connections. That was the real shock at the center of the scandal. The allegation that a senior British royal may have passed classified government information to Jeffrey Epstein was not the kind of story that simply damaged a reputation. It raised alarming questions about national security and left many people wondering how much harm may have already been done behind the scenes. The possibility that concerns could have stretched back years only made the situation even more explosive. That same morning, King Charles was reportedly inside Buckingham Palace as the story spread across television screens and news outlets throughout Britain. While the arrest dominated headlines, another claim began attracting major attention. According to reports citing a Radar Online source, Charles was allegedly aware of concerns surrounding Andrew for a long time. Those claims immediately sparked fierce debate, with critics arguing that the public had been kept in the dark about issues they believed should have been addressed much sooner. The controversy grew even larger when reports suggested that Andrew's activities had been monitored by intelligence officials for years. According to those reports, information was allegedly passed to Buckingham Palace on multiple occasions. Critics questioned whether enough had been done in response, while others argued that many of the claims remained disputed and should be treated carefully until fully examined. Still, the allegations created another wave of scrutiny that the monarchy could not easily escape. Public pressure had already been building for years. In 2019, Andrew stepped back from public duties after his widely criticized BBC Newsnight interview. During that appearance, he stated that he had no recollection of meeting Virginia Giuffre, who had accused him of misconduct. The interview was met with widespread skepticism, and became one of the most damaging moments of the entire controversy. Royal author Andrew Lowney later added to the pressure by publicly questioning how concerns surrounding Andrew had been handled over the years. His comments fueled even more discussion and intensified calls for greater transparency from the royal institution as the crisis continued to grow. American Congressman Ro Khanna, one of the co-authors of the Epstein Transparency Act, added even more pressure to the growing controversy. He argued that stripping Andrew of his royal title was not enough, and the public deserved a full explanation about what senior royal figures knew and when they knew it. His comments quickly gained attention as scrutiny surrounding the monarchy continued to intensify. Those same questions were already being directed at King Charles. During a public visit to Lichfield Cathedral in Staffordshire on October 27, 2025, an event that was supposed to highlight community engagement suddenly became uncomfortable. Crowds had gathered to welcome the king, but one man loudly shouted questions about Andrew and Epstein, demanding answers in front of everyone. The moment immediately drew attention and became a talking point across news outlets and social media. Charles did not respond and continued greeting members of the public. That silence sparked fresh debate. Critics argued that avoiding the questions only encouraged more speculation, while supporters said a public walkabout was not the proper setting to address serious allegations and ongoing controversies. At the same time, public confidence in the monarchy appeared to be facing new challenges. Polls conducted during that period suggested growing concern among many people, with a significant number of respondents saying they wanted stronger responses and greater transparency from royal officials. The institution found itself under increasing pressure as headlines continued to dominate the news cycle. The controversy was also reportedly causing strain within Andrew's family. Various reports described difficult relationships and emotional tension as those closest to him dealt with the fallout. Meanwhile, Prince William was said to be acting quickly behind the scenes, working with advisors to prepare a response strategy. To many observers, that rapid reaction suggested he viewed the situation as a serious issue that could affect the monarchy's future for years to come. Following Andrew's widely criticized BBC interview in 2019, concerns inside royal circles reportedly reached a new level. During the interview, Andrew rejected allegations against him in a manner that many viewers found unconvincing, triggering a major public backlash. According to royal commentators, Prince William believed the situation posed a serious threat to the monarchy's reputation and pushed for stronger action. Reports claim he urged senior family members to remove Andrew from public duties, arguing that protecting the institution had to come before protecting any individual. However, decisions within the royal family were far from simple. Queen Elizabeth was often described as having a close bond with Andrew, while Charles was reportedly caught between family loyalty and growing public pressure. As a result, critics argued that meaningful action came far too slowly, allowing the controversy to continue growing year after year. When Andrew's later legal troubles exploded into headlines, many observers felt the crisis William had warned about had finally arrived. According to reports, he quickly became one of the key figures involved in managing the monarchy's response. But while efforts were being made to limit further damage, another reported development attracted attention inside palace circles. According to royal insiders, Camilla was said to have contacted Sarah Ferguson, Andrew's former wife, during the height of the controversy. Supporters viewed the reported conversation as a gesture of personal support during a difficult time. Others, however, questioned the timing, arguing that the palace was already struggling to distance itself from a growing scandal. The differing interpretations only added to existing tensions. At the center of it all stood King Charles. He became monarch in September 2022 after spending decades as heir to the throne, the longest wait in British royal history. Yet only a short time into his reign, serious health challenges emerged. While details remained private, His cancer diagnosis led to treatment and increased public concern. The royal family faced additional difficulties when Catherine, Princess of Wales, also announced a cancer diagnosis in 2024 and stepped back from public duties for treatment. With multiple senior royals facing health battles at the same time, pressure on the institution intensified dramatically. During this period, William's role became increasingly prominent. Rather than making dramatic public declarations, he was widely seen as taking on greater responsibility behind the scenes, reinforcing perceptions that the future direction of the monarchy was gradually shifting toward the next generation. One of the clearest signs of change reportedly came in 2025, when King Charles granted Prince William and Princess Catherine the authority to issue royal warrants. On the surface, it may have appeared to be a routine royal decision, but many royal observers viewed it as something much bigger. For generations, this privilege had been closely associated with the monarch, making the move a powerful signal that responsibilities were gradually shifting toward the next generation of leadership. According to reports, that transition became even more noticeable during the growing controversy surrounding Andrew. In the months leading up to his February 2026 arrest, William was increasingly described as playing a central role in discussions and decisions related to the situation. Commentators pointed to major developments, including changes to Andrew's royal status and living arrangements, as evidence that William's influence was becoming harder to ignore. One royal source reportedly told News International that Charles was encouraging William to take on greater responsibility because the future of the monarchy would eventually rest with the Prince of Wales. That statement fueled speculation that William was already becoming one of the institution's most important decision-makers behind the scenes. What made the shift especially interesting was William's reported approach to leadership. While Charles has often been associated with tradition, continuity, and royal customs, William has frequently been portrayed as favoring a more modern and structured style of management. Observers have compared his approach to that of a corporate executive focused on accountability, organization, and long-term planning. His work with charitable organizations has often been cited as an example. Those operations typically involve executive leadership teams, formal governance structures, published objectives, and regular updates. Supporters believe that mindset could help modernize the monarchy, while critics question how far such changes should go. Former aides and commentators have often described William as highly focused and demanding when it comes to details. Reports suggest he regularly challenges established practices and expects greater accountability from those around him. As these changes continued, attention increasingly turned toward Charles and the personal toll of leading the monarchy through one of its most difficult periods in recent memory. According to a Radar Online report citing an unnamed insider, the Andrew controversy had reportedly placed enormous emotional strain on King Charles. The source claimed that the ongoing situation weighed heavily on him and contributed to growing personal stress during an already difficult period. Reports also suggested that Charles felt deeply disappointed by the allegations surrounding his brother and worried that their relationship might never fully recover. For many royal observers, the situation carried a sense of tragic irony. Charles spent decades waiting to become king, longer than any previous heir in British history. After finally reaching the throne, his reign was soon overshadowed by health concerns, family controversies, and constant public scrutiny. Instead of focusing entirely on the legacy he hoped to build, he found himself navigating one crisis after another. Amid these challenges, speculation about the monarchy's future continued to grow. In May 2026, New Idea magazine reported that discussions and planning related to a possible future transition were taking place behind palace doors. According to those reports, officials were studying recent examples from other European royal families, including the carefully managed transition involving Denmark's Queen Margrethe II. While no official confirmation was provided, The claims sparked widespread debate about what the future might hold. Additional reports from royal commentators suggested that if Charles ever chose to reduce his duties or step back from public life, health considerations would likely be a central factor. Such a move would be presented as a practical decision rather than a dramatic event, allowing stability to remain the primary focus. What fueled even more discussion, however, was the growing perception that Prince William had already assumed a larger share of responsibility behind the scenes. As Charles faced mounting pressures, William increasingly appeared at the center of major decisions and long-term planning. To many observers, the shift seemed less like sudden change and more like a gradual transfer of influence that had been developing quietly for years. At the same time, those closest to the royal family were reportedly facing their own emotional challenges as the institution entered yet another uncertain chapter in its history. Camilla's position within the royal family was not built overnight. It followed decades of public scrutiny, controversy, and gradual rehabilitation. To understand the tensions being discussed today, many royal observers point to the long and difficult journey that brought her to the role of queen. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Camilla faced intense criticism from sections of the public and media because of her relationship with Charles during the breakdown of his marriage to Princess Diana. The issue became even more prominent after Diana's famous 1995 BBC interview, during which she remarked that there had been 3 people in the marriage. The comment became one of the most quoted moments in royal history and further intensified public attention on Camilla. Following Diana's death in 1997, emotions remained extremely strong across Britain and around the world. During those years, Camilla often faced hostility at public events and became one of the most controversial figures connected to the monarchy. Yet over time, she gradually rebuilt her public image through years of royal engagements, charity work, and a more visible role alongside Charles. By the time of the coronation in 2023, many commentators viewed her presence as evidence of a remarkable public comeback. Even so, relationships within the royal family have long been the subject of speculation. Royal biographer Christopher Anderson reported that Camilla felt nervous before an early meeting with Prince William, reflecting the sensitivities surrounding family dynamics after Diana's death. Reports over the years have suggested that William and Harry struggled with aspects of their father's relationship with Camilla, particularly during the period leading up to Charles and Camilla's marriage in 2005. According to various royal commentators, those emotions never completely disappeared, even as family members worked together publicly. While the true nature of private relationships remains known only to those involved, speculation about lingering tensions has continued for years and remains a recurring topic in discussions about the modern royal family. According to reports and royal commentators, one of the biggest points of tension between Prince William and Camilla involved her long-standing friendship with Sarah Ferguson. The two women had reportedly known each other for decades, long before either became deeply connected to royal life. For Camilla, supporters argued that the relationship was rooted in personal history and loyalty. For critics, however, the timing of that friendship became increasingly controversial as royal scandals dominated headlines. Public attention intensified after documents released by U.S. authorities included references to Sarah Ferguson's past communications with Jeffrey Epstein. Reports indicated that emails from 2009 showed Ferguson seeking financial assistance while facing business difficulties. Although no criminal allegations were made against her in connection with those communications, her name's appearance in widely discussed documents generated significant media coverage and renewed scrutiny of people connected to the broader Epstein controversy. Against that backdrop, reports from Radar Online claimed that William believed the monarchy needed a clear and consistent strategy. According to those accounts, he pushed for greater distance from any figures whose names were being linked to ongoing public controversies. The reports suggested that William viewed mixed signals as a reputational risk at a time when public confidence in the institution was already under pressure. Sources cited by tabloids allege that disagreements followed. According to those reports, Camilla felt William was overstepping his authority, while William believed decisive action was necessary to protect the monarchy's image. None of the reported private conversations have been publicly confirmed, but the claims fueled speculation about growing tensions behind palace doors. The spotlight on Camilla grew even stronger in February 2026 when she attended an official engagement involving Gisèle Pellicot, the French woman whose highly publicized case drew international attention. Pellicot became widely recognized for speaking publicly about her experiences and advocating for awareness surrounding abuse and victim support. During the engagement, Camilla expressed support for survivors and appeared alongside Pellicot during a moment that received substantial media coverage across Europe and beyond. The backlash exploded almost instantly and quickly became one of the biggest royal controversies in recent memory. Social media was flooded with criticism as people debated the monarchy's response to the growing scandal. Many questioned whether the royal family was applying the same standards to everyone connected to the controversy, while others argued that public pressure was reaching unprecedented levels. Behind the scenes, reports suggested that Prince William was taking an increasingly firm stance. According to sources, he made it clear that protecting the monarchy's reputation had to come before personal relationships. Insiders claimed that anyone whose actions created serious damage to the institution's image could face consequences, regardless of family ties. Whether directed at one individual or several, the message reportedly sent shockwaves through royal circles. At the same time, Catherine, Princess of Wales, was said to be playing a much larger role in managing the crisis. Reports indicated that Kate was involved in discussions with advisors and senior palace staff as officials worked to shape the monarchy's public response. Her growing visibility during this period quickly became a major topic of conversation among royal commentators. According to various reports, Camilla was not pleased with the situation. Some insiders claimed she felt that Kate's active involvement risked creating the impression that Charles and Camilla were unable to handle the crisis themselves. While those accounts remain unverified, they fueled speculation about tensions behind palace walls and shifting influence within the royal household. Charles was reportedly supportive of Kate's efforts, viewing her involvement as a valuable contribution during a difficult period. Meanwhile, public attention continued to focus heavily on the Princess of Wales. For years, Kate has remained one of the monarchy's most popular figures, attracting significant media attention wherever she appears. Many royal observers believe her strong public appeal has made her an increasingly important figure in shaping the monarchy's future. During President Donald Trump's reported state visit, royal insiders claimed that much of the public attention seemed to gravitate toward Catherine, Princess of Wales. According to accounts from people allegedly present at official events, Kate drew significant interest from guests and dignitaries, becoming a major focus of conversations throughout the visit. Those reports fueled even more speculation about her growing influence within the royal family. At the center of the rumors were claims of increasing tension between Kate and Camilla. Some palace commentators alleged that disagreements and rivalry had been building for years, long before the Andrew controversy dominated headlines. One frequently repeated story involved an alleged private interaction during a meeting connected to Melania Trump. While the details have never been officially confirmed, the story spread rapidly among royal watchers and became part of the ongoing narrative surrounding relations inside the palace. According to various reports, supporters of both women increasingly viewed the future of the monarchy through different lenses. Commentators claimed that Kate's rising popularity and expanding responsibilities were strengthening perceptions that she would play a central role in shaping the next era of the royal family. At the same time, speculation continued about where Camilla's position might fit within that future picture. Several royal insiders described Kate as confident, highly respected, and increasingly influential behind the scenes. Those same reports suggested that shifting public attention toward William and Kate was creating new challenges for senior members of the royal household. Whether those claims accurately reflected private realities remains difficult to verify, but they continued to generate intense discussion. Perhaps the most talked about rumor involved claims that Charles hoped William would ensure Camilla remained treated with respect and dignity in the future. Reports suggested that discussions may have taken place regarding her role after the next transition of power, though no official details have ever been made public. Even so, the speculation highlighted a larger question that continues to fascinate royal observers. What will the monarchy look like in the William and Kate era? If you enjoyed this story, make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future royal updates and breaking developments.